All right, guys, welcome to another club's presentation. I want to say special hi to Mr. Naughton. He's really excited about this. He thinks these are awesome, so I wanted to say hi to him. Miss Roberts, I'm going to try not to say a lot this time like I did the last time, so please don't make fun of me anymore. Real quick, take your iPads out, get your sheet out that has your notes for the different clubs that you've already taken notes on that you're interested in. Clubs presentation. There's one for you, Miss Roberts. I'll give you a second to do that. At the end of this presentation, there's also something that is starting with the freshmen that starts up next week. So I wanted to fill all of you in about that so that there aren't any surprises and you know what's going on. So hopefully we have been talking for about a minute or two right now. You've all gotten your iPads out. You've all gotten the form out that we are taking notes on. So you can do some more stuff and get some info about the clubs. Some of you I've been told that you haven't been able to take notes quick enough. So I recommend that you either take a picture of it, I'll try to keep the slides up a little longer, or just at least write up when the club meets and who the sponsor is, all right? So the first club we have is Yearbook. Is anyone here from Yearbook? No one is here from Yearbook. So at the end of the year, obviously we get a yearbook. It is a class that is run by Mr. Branham. I believe it's in the middle of the day. You can definitely sign up to take it. I know that if for second semester, you're looking for a class to take, they prefer you take it for the whole year, but it is possible to do it for the semester. Mr. Branham's Twitter account is Matthew Branham, and then there's also the BG Selfies account. For that, you are going to, if you take any cool pictures at different events around school, or you take selfies with any people, make sure to tag them. For those of you that got a chance to see the yearbook from last year, if you have an older sibling or a friend that was at BG last year, you'll notice that a lot of those photos did end up in the yearbook. So if you got some cool photos, especially at sporting events, club meetings, in class, anything like that, make sure you tag at BG Selfies. They meet every day, 6 periods, so that's when the class is. And you design pages, take pictures, meet people, have parties, and most importantly, eat food. So if this is something you're interested in, talk to Mr. Branham and maybe talk to your counselor to see if you can get this put on your schedule for next semester if you're interested. Interact, he is not here right now, but Interact is our service club. With Interact, it is run by Miss DiNardo, who is a teacher in our world language department, and Miss Lala, who is a special ed teacher. Meetings are Wednesday after school. Looks like they don't take up too much time. Location not determined, as it says up there, but
it's C104.
It is C104, we think. I'm sure there will be announcements, or if you could find or email the Twitter, what's their Twitter account? We're going to look up their Twitter account. But in the meantime, I'm sure if you listen to announcements or if you email Miss DiNardo or Miss Lala and let them know you're interested, they can tell you where the club meets and when they meet. The Twitter account is at BG Interact. One word, BG Interact. Thank you for that. So check out their Twitter account. Not only does this look great on if any of you are planning to go to college after high school, showing that you're giving back to your community, but it also makes you feel good. You do a lot of good things. You do soup kitchens, walks and runs to remember, make cards for Meals on Wheels, and you participate with Feed My Starving Children. So this is definitely a great organization to be a part of if you like helping people. Charger, you're doing Charger? Say your name.
Hi, I'm Michelle. I am in Charger. I've been in it for all 4 years of high school. Should I get closer? Okay. So basically, if you guys didn't know, we do come out with a newspaper every month. Our first issue will come out October 2nd, I think. And it's a class that's 8th period. We are in the computer lab every single day. And we write stories, and then we put everything on this program called InDesign. And we pretty much create the layout for all the newspapers. The newspaper is it sounds like it's a lot of work, but it's really more fun than you would think. And it teaches you really good communication skills with like when you have to interview people throughout the school. You get to meet like pretty much the whole school. And it also teaches like interesting design skills. It's good if you're creative. So let me see what else. And also, if you guys are photographers, and you want to be the photographer for the school newspaper, email Miss Pear or Miss McClish. It says her email on there.
All right, thank you. We're going to go back to Interact because my friend Spencer just got here, and he is actually that handsome young man in the lower right corner. So he is going to give us a little more info about Interact, like where they meet and things like that. So, Spence.
All right. So Interact is the school's community service organization. And what we do is meet every Wednesday for around 15 minutes and talk about different events that you can sign up for. We meet in C106.
Keep going.
Which is in the
C106?
Yeah, C106.
That's the CTE area?
It's in the CTE area. And it's a brief meeting, but we do all sorts of different events. We do soup kitchens. We do Feed My Starving Children. We do different walks and runs. And then also we do fun events with NWSRA, where we help mentally impaired adults and teenagers with specific events. And it's a really good time. I think it's worth coming and checking out. And you meet a lot of new friends and make memories in the process.
Awesome. Thank you, Spencer. Once you guys are done, if you don't have another club, you can head out to lunch or wherever you're going. Thank you. Appreciate your help. So we did Charger, Bisonettes. You could probably just, lean in from there.
Okay. Hi, I'm Ryan. I'm a senior on the Bisonettes dance team. We have 2 seasons for our POMS team. So we have a fall season and a winter competition season. In the fall, we perform at the halftime for the football games, and we also do the sidelines, which is really fun. We have practice around 3 or 4 times a week. We usually have day off, and then we perform at the football games. It's usually like every other week. And then winter competition season, we compete with other high schools in the area, and we compete in the sectional and state competitions. Tryouts are in the spring, and the season is pretty much year-round. So if you like to dance and you want to make new friends, then Bisonettes is the club for you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much. And last year, you guys got what, like 14th in state?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're good. So it's fun. It is an IHSA sport in the winter, so as you get to junior, senior year, if you want to waive your PE, you definitely could do that. Sarah, you missed it. Sorry. But thanks for coming in. Yeah. Appreciate that, though. It's okay. So moving on, we have the Chicano Scholastic Bowl. I really have nothing for them, so listen for announcements for that if you're interested. Are you here to help out, or are you just?
I think so.
What are you presenting for?
Cross country.
No, that's a different day.
Okay.
All right. But thanks for the preview. Caitlin Coe's going to be talking about cross country when we talk about sports. Drama. You're not here for drama, right?
No.
All right, so drama is the freshmen. It's a webinar. They're watching this. They're in their classrooms.
Are they like watching?
So if I hear
They're watching
can they
me.
hear me?
They can hear you, yeah.
Hi.
They're saying hi. All right, can I finish this? I only got 20 minutes with them. Thanks. Bye, girls. So the drama is with Miss Wells and Miss Stenzel. If you like acting, this is definitely the club for you. There is a fall play, a winter play, and a spring musical. What else is cool is that even if you like being around the theater but don't necessarily feel comfortable acting, you can be a part of it. You can be a student director, stage manager, something along those lines. There will be announcements coming up soon. So if you are interested, listen to the student announcements or shoot an email to Mrs. Wells or Mrs. Stenzel. Speech and debate. Ms. Goldenberg is with speech. Mr. Wagner is with debate. Various styles, tournaments, and life skills. Basically, just about every job you can think of, you're going to have to speak in front of people, whether it's a small audience or a large audience. So joining a speech team would definitely help you improve those skills. If you plan on having a career in politics or as a lawyer or something along those lines, debate would also be a good club for you to join. Yeah, so there's the information right there. They do have weekend tournaments, and I don't know when they meet. If you're interested, look up Ms. Goldenberg or Mr. Wagner on your email and shoot them an email, let them know you're interested. I'm sure that as we get closer to meeting times and things like that, there will be announcements for them. Tech crew. So this kind of goes back to the theater. If you like being a part of the theater program, but you're really good with your hands, tech crew would definitely be something you should consider. Mr. Moon is the theater tech, and Ms. Andreas is the costume and makeup crew supervisor. Build and paint the sets, light the stage, mic the actors, costume the cast. So what's really cool about this is that every play you put on, we put on here that you see, the stage is completely built by students here, so that would definitely be something for you to do. Like I said, if you like working with your hands, or if you're interested in construction, or as I said with the other group, if you like being around, you know, the drama scene with acting and all that, but you don't feel comfortable standing in front of people and acting, this is a great way to be involved. So if you are interested in this, contact Mr. Moon or Ms. Andreas. Orchesis. What club are you here for?
BG Cares.
Okay. Orchesis. Another dancing club. In case you haven't noticed, we are a bunch of dancing bison here at BG. So this is with Miss Carrison, who is a PE teacher. This is actually not only a club, but this would count for your PE class and also your fine arts credit. It kind of double dips in there that you would take in the upcoming years. So you audition in the spring. You have to audition to be a part of this club, and it gets built in your schedule. So if you're interested in dancing, but the free flow group really wasn't your style, or Palms isn't really your thing, definitely consider Orchesis, because like I said, you could be a part of this great club, and then it also counts for your PE and fine arts credit. BG Cares. All right. Finally, someone else talking other than me.
Hi, my name is Sveta, and this is my third year in BG Cares. Our sponsor is Mr. Erickson, and he's a English teacher. We usually meet after school on Tuesdays from 3 to 3:30 in room A177. And what I really like about this club is that we really focus on individuality. So we're sort of similar to like student council and class board. However, we kind of focus on problems that we try to focus on individuals, basically like our teachers and our students that are having a hard time outside of school. And what we do is we usually get them some treat and we make them a card to make them feel better. Also, we pass out lollipops with little puns on them during Halloween or during finals week. And we try to do things that could make people feel special, even if they're having a bad day or something like that. So you guys should join. It's really fun, and it's a great way to get involved.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. They also have great shirts, too. So if you like some cool BG shirts, their club shirts are pretty awesome. All right. Ebony Club, you can go. Thank you for your help.
Yeah.
Is with Miss Ralph. She's in the English department. It is every Thursday of the month after school. Pretty self-explanatory about what it does. It enhances the knowledge of the African-American culture. Lots of events. There's a movie night, a Black Teen Summit, a poetry slam, the Harper College Black Teen Symposium, and more. Their mission statement on the bottom. BGHS Ebony Club seeks to develop African-American cultural awareness amongst all students and the community through exposure to and involvement in cultural history, scholarship, volunteer, and social events. And an important thing to note is this is not just for our African American students. The third bullet you can see, it is open to everyone. So if you want to enhance your knowledge about different cultures, this would be a great club to join. Miss Ralph is in the she's in the English department. She might be watching this webinar too. She's also an advisory teacher, so talk to her to get some more information about this club. Blue Crew. Sure, all of you are familiar by now with what the Blue Crew is. This is our school spirit club. It is with Mr. Siegel. He is one of our ESPs here, and he is also the head cheerleading coach. Meetings are during late arrival Thursdays. So like yesterday, you would come to school normal time and meet in the theater. Anyone can join. They're responsible for just about everything related to sports off the field. So they coordinate the themes. So tonight is if you're watching this on Friday, tonight is the neon night. They coordinate that. They sell the shirts in the cafeteria. If someone goes to state, they have a state send-off. Just a great club to be a part of. A lot of people are a part of this club. I know a lot of freshmen have been asking me and their counselors how to join Blue Crew. Well, here you go. Show up the next late arrival Thursday or talk to Mr. Siegel and let him know you are interested in joining this club. Yeah, that's really all I got for Blue Crew. You're going to see Blue Crew all around the school. It's not just for athletes. I know a lot of the members happen to also participate in a sport here at BG, but anyone really can join this. I recommend everyone join it because it's great to have school spirit at the school you go to. So the last thing I want to talk about today is not a club. It is something called Lit Lunch that you are going to start hearing about. Okay, if you could take a second right now and kind of put your iPads to sleep, because teachers kind of maybe ask them to put their iPads to sleep, or at least put them on their desk so that we make sure everyone's paying attention so that we're all on the same page with this. One of the district goals here at BG is that that we try to lower the D's and F's for all students. We want you to be successful. This is a school, so obviously that is our #1 goal. This past week, we got our first report of D's and F's here at BG. We get those made every week. For freshmen, if you have an F for 2 straight weeks, you're going to be put in something called Lit Lunch. So you have advisory 2 days a week. So for example, the group that is watching this live, you have advisory Tuesdays and Fridays. That means Mondays and Wednesdays, two other days a week, you have the full period. Thursdays are a short schedule, so we're not going to mess with those. If you have an F in a class for 2 straight weeks, that Monday and Wednesday, the start of your lunch period, you will go to what's called the Lit Lunch, which is in the library, and you will be getting some one-on-one help. You will be getting some help from the Lit Lab tutors. You will be getting some help from teachers. Our goal is to get your grades up. Attendance will be taken there, so do not go to lunch first. On the 2 days a week you don't have advisory that are regular days, you will go to the Lit Lunch. So if you're watching this on Monday, if you have advisory Monday, Wednesday, then Tuesdays and Fridays, you would go straight to the Lit Lunch if you have an F for a class for 2 straight weeks. You are in there for a minimum of 4 weeks to get your grade up, okay? If after 4 weeks you still have an F in your class, you will be placed in another Lit Lab for another 4 weeks. So potentially, if you don't concentrate on getting your grades up, all 4 full days of lunch, you could be going somewhere else to start off. So this is not to be seen as a punishment. Please don't take this as a punishment. This is just us identifying that you need a little extra help in a certain area, and we're going to use part of your lunch to help you get that help, okay? If you see this as a punishment, that's your choice and you don't want to be in it, then you need to start hitting the books. You need to start talking to teachers to get help. You need to start seeing the Lit Lab whenever you can. And I do believe Saturday school is starting up, if not this Saturday, pretty soon, so you could go there. Saturday school, for those of you that don't know, a couple Saturdays in the semester, teachers and NHS students come to tutor you. It is on a Saturday from 8:30 to 11:30. You don't have to stay the whole 3 hours, but it's a good place to get extra help. So starting next week, you may start seeing something called Lit Lunch on your schedule. You may be told you have to go to Lit Lunch. If anytime throughout the semester you get an F in a class 2 straight weeks, you will be going to Lit Lunch. So please concentrate on getting those grades up. That is the end of today. The next presentation will be our last, and it will be talking about all the clubs and sports that are here for you to join at BG. So thank you for paying attention. hopefully you found at least one extracurricular club by now that you are somewhat interested in, that you feel like you may join. And then hopefully on our last day of presentations, you will get a chance to see what sports are offered here and join a sport as well. Have a great weekend. Be safe. #1BG.